Hey, welcome back to Minecraft Through the Night. Welcome back to the day, twilight, the twi-day, whatever it is. Glad you're here checking this out. I've got a lot of updates, not least of which, oh man, I love some of my world names here. Not least of which is the fact that I'm starting again. Let's go to create a new world. I had a frustrating microphone issue with the prior world, and so I thought I would just, once I got that resolved, what do we want to call this? You know what? Thanksgiving trip anxiety. Kind of gritty, but it's real. That's what I'm faced with. In a couple of days, I need to get on the road. My difficulty in planning ahead is notorious. I really struggle with planning far ahead because I value my flexibility so much. And that's just based on a lifetime of who I am, of dealing with my brain. You know, when I have maximum flexibility of schedule, I am much more comfortable with whatever life throws at me. I can deal with things. When I'm constrained on my schedule, as in making a trip to somewhere, even if it's somewhere I want to be, people I want to be with, my anxiety just spikes enormously because how do I plan? How do I deal with the things you don't expect, right? So anyway, so that's the title, and I'll just continue. I'll probably call this number 4 of my new home. And this is for anybody who cares to listen, but really specifically, especially from our buddy Joe in Mississippi. Something to help you get through these winter days, long days. And but you know, I'm thinking about you out there, thinking about my old friends, people I used to game with, and people I used to teach, old students. What in the heck? Where am I at? I am cold as, my goodness. So we're playing the Minecraft, the FTB Evolution mod pack. I wanted to just take the opportunity to make a change, and so that's what I did. Well, let's get off his black eyes, man. Let's get where to where? There's a portal. I'm afraid to go too much in the snow. I might. What is that? That's a bridge. All right, that's a bridge. There's some red sand. A desert of what? I don't know. There's some non-desert. I vote for, sorry, non-snow. Let's get out of the snow here. And let's have a flower. Let's have a poppy. What are you fellows? A bunch of ghosts, a bunch of lost souls out here. It's been a minute or 12 since I last played the Evolution mod pack, so don't really remember it. Now I'm back on the packed ice. Let's Runewood. Oh, that sounds cool. A runewood log. See if we can find a structure and a home to call home base for a bit. Do I have backpacks? Backpacks, I'm sure I've got a backpack. Surely. Don't call me Shirley, but surely I have a backpack, and it's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing. I need wood, I need leather. Leather, that means you, cows. Yeah, it does. Do I have I do. Spruce log. I do have FTB Ultimate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Food. And quests completed. Oh, I like it. Okay. Little hand holding here. All right. Oh. Oh yeah. And yeah, we got crafting on a stick. Oh yeah, baby. There, crafting on a stick. Now I'll have to remap everything. In fact, I probably ought to come in here to music and sound. Oh. Music. Oh, well, give me 10% of music. Okay. Voice. Okay. Done. And done. And controls. Keybinds. Good. Oh, those are all good. Okay. There we go. Well, I had to update. I did have this loaded in. I guess it kept my configs for the most part, or at least for part. I'd like to take this series to tell you about what's happened in my life. It's a very vloggy, Minecrafty, a Minecraft vlog. What's going on with dog? As I talked about in my prior Direwolf 20 attempts at all this, let's do some Minecraft things, shall we? Okay, remind me how to access my crafting on a is it that? No. Is it that? That? 5, 4, 5, 4, 4, 7, 1. 1 does the crafting. Okay. Let's do this. Get some. Pardon me. Also, pardon me. Let's get a pickaxe, and we might as well get a wooden sword, because I can always silent gear the sword, right? Oops. Now, I hate to take these sheep out, but I do need the wool. The food would be handy too. I am a pacifist at heart. I say as I slaughter sheep, just particularly for the wool, in fact, for no other reason than I want the resource. Now let's go find some stone. That looks promising. Yeah, so I have purchased a home in Bethany, Oklahoma. Actually bought it the first part of October. And oh yeah, we can now bloop, and I can do this, that, and now we have a stone pig. Okay, and I can also do this, that, have a stone sword. Lovely. Okay, lovely. I love silent gear, I really do. Big fan of it. Don't remember too much about this mod pack. Mystical Agriculture, my old friend. Not difficult mod pack for me, but one that I'm glad to have available. Okay, we need your leather, my good man. My good cow, my good bovine, my good bevo. The mama cow. What a strange, where am I at? Crimson Tundra. What a strange, strange place this is. My first order of business in a new save is after doing the usual, the food, a backpack, and a bed. The usual is to find a place to live, to kind of hunker down for a little bit. Yeah, so the microphone thing. So I recorded 3 episodes, and then I recorded 3 more episodes of from the Direwolf 20 mod pack, and everything was fine until I went back to take a listen to the newest 3 episodes, and I discovered that my mic was not recording, and it was a very frustrating process. And tonight I found out, I tried various things, tried different USB cables. I thought maybe the microphone itself, which is kind of old, it's a Blue Snowball, it's a wonderful microphone, it's wonderful for my voice. I thought maybe it was kind of kaput, and actually kind of got a little tiny screwdriver and kind of dug into the contacts, thinking the contacts were smashed down, flat, like things get sometimes. Thought I could pry them up. That didn't work. Tried 3 different cables, tried multiple different USB ports, none of which worked. Went back for the umpteenth time into the sound settings, and the Blue Snowball, there was no input device recognized, Blue Snowball or anything else. Ouch, ouch, berries. And yeah, I don't really need berries. I do need, and I do have cobble. So we can make a furnace. I'm looking for string. I can make a chest, or a box as I like to call it. There's a chest. And let's have a red currant. Some flaxseed, which will come in handy down the road. It might be quite a ways down the road. Let's sleep through this beautiful snowy night. So tonight I finally made progress and discovered that the Blue Snowball was recognized, in fact, in part of my system settings, but not in others. My sound settings did not recognize it. Nothing I did brought up the blue snowball. But when I clicked on devices, there it was, blue snowball, without any errors, any issues whatsoever. And so I just uninstalled it from the device settings, and then just simply unplugged it, waited a moment, and then plugged it back in, and voila, there it was. It recognized it. That was all I had to do. Are you a Spidey, Whitey? I think you are. But you look like a villager. Maybe you're a villager, which would be fine. I could use a place to stay. You are a spider. Underneath a floating island. May I have some string? May I have some more string, please? Anybody else have more string out here for me? Oh, the villagers are up there. Okay. Well, while we're here, let's look around and see what's on the map. That's something that's probably outside of my ability to deal with. Oh, there is a lighthouse. That's within my ability to deal with. So let's head back to the southwest. Be looking for string on our way. Oops. Oops, also oops. My internet situation is vastly improved. I'm now on AT&T fiber because my new location supports it. Pardon me. Okay, no iron in this one. Okay, that's, well, we'll uncover some of this stuff and maybe we'll find some iron here somewhere soon. Meanwhile, I started to put a torch. I don't have a torch, do I? I need a couple of more string to make a backpack. So, as I hopefully said, my goal with the channel is really just to connect with a few folks out there. I'm at a time in my life, I'm retired. I've got a lifetime of stories to tell. Happy to tell them. Any questions you have, I'm happy to try to answer them. I'm aware I need to sort of, be circumspect with what I say, particularly about others, but I do have issues with over disclosure, and I have to be careful of that, right? ADHD. When I was young, I was a successful ADHDer in the sense that I got lucky in some critical moments. Got lucky and made some good decisions in critical. I've made plenty of bad decisions. So many things I regret in my life, believe me. But my mother helped me immensely. A wonderful mother. Father who cared for me, but it was really my mom who was the key to keeping me alive and functional all these years. I had a series of very excellent friends. Had a best friend from the time I was 10 to 20 who unfortunately passed away was killed in a car wreck. And I've missed him ever since. That was in 1980. He was the best friend I could ever ask for, but he was enormously helpful when I was a kid, and we were really good buds. And There's not a time in my life I have not missed him. Often wonder, sometimes, not so often these days, but I do, when I think about him, I wonder how he would be doing. And you know, sometimes you have a great friend and your life takes you in different directions and you're no longer great friends. So I don't know. I wonder what things will be like with him. And let's see, this looks promising. There's copper at least. And there's coal. And there's iron. Oh, lovely. 14 blocks of lovely iron. Okay. And I don't know how much use we have for copper, but I'll certainly will take some at this point. So, I'm one of the ADHD people who, and probably I'm on the spectrum, almost certainly I am. But I have, in parts of my life, I have thrived. And I've been placed in good situations where I could learn, and that's helped a great deal. Let's see if you can survive a little bit longer. Pickaxe. Maybe I can get you upgraded here. You might be just about kaput. Oops. Okay. Let me go into your pickaxe has broken. Can I? Well, before I try to do that, let's make a furnace. Is there a furnace on a stick? I consider myself very fortunate to have made it this far in life. My father passed away when he was considerably younger than I am, and I always had that his age in my mind, and I didn't know if I would make it past the age at which he ultimately died. But I did. I have made it, and in some ways I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life, and that kind of stuff. Alright, now can I just take... I can get an iron pickaxe, thank you very much. And also, I think I can get an iron sword. Why I love Silent Gear so much, in part at least. Sword, where are you? There you are. Okay, lovely. So now we have both. Okay. Yeah, so one of the things that I was not able to do, I have lived, I'm in my 60s now. I have owned 2 houses, but they were always with my wife, who is now my ex-wife. I've never been in a situation where I could do anything I want without vetting it, without feeling like I had to vet it with her as a co-owner. Of course you vet things with your co-owners, Of course you do things like that. I am out of space, and you said a skill. I forgot about this, and I love it very much. Okay. Oh, I love this about the evolution pack. Okay, so let us move this to here. I'm a fan of planting whatever I can. Okay, and let's get back over here. Alright, what else can I... Cannot use those parts. Okay, I can definitely use that though. Oops, why am I doing that? I just add it here. Over here, I can process that. It's going to be night too, so let's pitch a bed. I think I'll go like I did last time with a three-day interval. If that doesn't work out for you, just let me know. I'm happy to listen to you. It's so lovely that I can actually upload and respond like basically in near real time, you know. It's a new capability. So I appreciate that very much. Should probably get these. I don't really need to process the copper, and it would just take up an inventory space. So let us grab that. I'm going to grab that, and we are full on inventory space. So let's see if we can look for some string. Yep. If I can get 2 more pieces of string, I can make a backpack. String usually is around forest and whatnot. Okay, I'm headed this way. So I'll tell you what, let's do. Wait a minute. What let's do? String also comes from wool, does it not? It does. Oh, crummy, that lighthouse might be up at the top of the hill there. So this is the first time I have bought a house on my own without a support system, without any kind of support system, and it's very demanding, very demanding. I'm not sure it's more demanding than it used to be, but it takes all my wherewithal to stay on top of things. And I often don't. I'm often not on top of things. Frankly, there are times that it's very difficult, you know. Now, can I get to you without having to climb Billy Goat all the way up? Kind of defeats the purpose to have a lighthouse up on top of a mountain. I mean, what kind of lighthouse is that, right? A lighthouse for aircraft? Yeah. It's starting to look that way. And we're going to be the radio tower VOR for old-fashioned propeller-driven, war vintage aircraft here. Unless we're down here and we're not. How in the heck am I supposed to get up? Come on, man. What is this? Lighthouse for giants? Well, Well, I was looking for a torch, and I have no torch. So we're just going to come up here and call this ours. I christen thee this new place. Now, I need a place to put this. Well, let's put the furnace eye. Let's put the furnace eye somewhere. What time is it, by the way? What time it is? It's about midday. Oh, good. I've got both real-time clock and fake time clock. That works perfectly. Okay. Get that out of my inventory. Let us make, I think a double chest will fit here. So let's make a double chest. I am very nervous right now. I am scheduled, committed to drive to Georgia to see my family, and believe you me, I do want to, absolutely want to see them. I am a very nervous Nelly of a traveler in the best of times, and there is weather. There is weather, cold weather specifically, that is coming this way while I am gone, and that makes me quite nervous. All right, we'll get these coppers going here. We'll have to do our thing of making this our own place for a while. Excuse me. I want to create some more chests for storage. Go ahead and make 2. And I would like to put my tool supplies up in this one for now, to free up a bit of space here, and eventually I will have a a stone type chest, a valuables, ingots chest, animal drops, and plant drops. That's kind of typically how I organize my things. Let's make some sticks and a few torches here. And let's go upstairs and see if we can find one more string. I'm sure we'll find some up here. You can probably tell from my tone of voice that I am much more calm or relaxed or chill than I was previously. I sometimes I had a migraine aura 2 days ago, and sometimes the effects are typically I don't want to say unpredictable, but the effects are not always the same, and but they do often give me absolute cognitive brain fog, fatigue. Oops. Nether wart, very useful. That's an odd thing to get this time of day. And there Buried treasure, okay. Netherwort, how about that? Immediately, first episode here, I've got netherwort. That's astonishing, really. Okay, but no string. I've discovered something about myself in the purchase of this house. One of those things is when I have a purpose, I am very targeted and focused. I am really on the ball when I have a purpose and a focus. And that is not all the time. These recent years I have been sort of stumbling for motivation and perhaps I have the motivation now. A lot of it is, this is an older home built in the mid-60s. It's not what you would call a mid-century modern home. It's more of a ranch home. And okay, I'm going to need this space right out here. I need you, space. For what? That's a good question. I'm going to need it for things, stuff and things. All right, well, this is coming up. I think this is night 3, so let me put a break here and I will rejoin you for more regaling of stories and airing of complaints about life and everything. I'll see you next time from Minecraft Through the Night. Get some sleep, will you?